All right, welcome to our board meeting tonight. I'm sorry I don't have more light for my camera. I tried turning on the TV in the room and it made me glow blue. So it's the best I can do. Donna, can you do roll call for us, please?
Yes. Farad Tashpalot,
Here.
Vicky Lee,
Here.
Dennis Trujillo,
Here.
Cheryl Garner, Ellen McIsaac, here, Justin Knowles,
Present.
Nardi Lopez.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Very good. Mr. Schatz, will you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I got you covered, Gary. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You did fantastic.
Thank you. Do we have any public comments for items not on the agenda?
No.
Do we have any public comments for items that are on the agenda?
No.
All right, we can go ahead and go into our reports. Ms. Lynch?
I just would like to give some accolades to Ms. Arazua, who just did our budget workshop. That was great. We hope to do that a couple times during the year following our first and second interim to show staff and community members how our budget works. I think it's important that we're transparent with that. I'd also like to thank Ms. McIsaac and Mr. Brophy for the robotics competition on Saturday. That was well attended and fun to see. And love hearing all the 6-7 jokes. That's all for me.
That was a joke in itself.
Right. Excellent. Mr. Riley?
We began the full implementation of our independent study program after our charter's reauthorization this last spring. Since August, we've recovered 458 days, and to date, that's nearly 70% of all days that have been identified in the contracts, that those have been completed. Many of the open contracts are from the end of last month, making them in progress status, so I would anticipate that we will knock back a few more days and move that percentage up. But that's massive compared to 0, which is what we were doing previously. So we're a long ways down the path of getting it up and running, and I'd like to give my appreciation to our registrar, the attendance clerks, the counselors, teachers, and administrators. They've all done a really incredible job getting the program successfully off the ground, working out the kinks and making it really fit what we need here at the academy. So just couldn't be happier with the work that's being done by those folks and really trying to, move our ADA up and making sure that we're supporting students who can't be here.
Great, thank you very much. Mr. Schatz?
ABC will be here this Thursday.
Wow.
And they're going to be helping us with our high school counselors to sign up our kids for their spring dual enrollment classes.
Great.
We'll be offering the same courses that we had last semester, except for instead of English 101, we'll have English 102 for this semester. And then for conference, and they're going to try to get us some math. They're trying to find a teacher, so we have a math course, but they're still looking for that one. No guarantees on that. This for our field trips, since the last meeting, last week Friday, our top 20% of our middle school students with their 5-star points were rewarded with the PBIS field trip to the Bolero, to go bowling. And today, Mr. Flores took the next group of kids for the Wolf Connection, that 8-week program. On Friday, we're taking the next group of 9th and 11th graders to that Wolf Connection also. And then this Saturday, our Science Olympiad kids are going to go down to Temecula for the Wolfpack Science Olympiad Invitational Competition. So we wish them good luck on Saturday. And then, starting tomorrow through Saturday, there will be 4 of our elementary staff members that will be going down to San Diego for the AVID National Conference. And this Friday, there's going to be 15 of our staff members. I'm going to go down below. The state has released all of the math curriculums that are adoptable, and we're going down to check them out, and we're going to see which ones that we want to bring back that we can pilot here for the second semester.
One quick question.
You don't have to answer, if somebody else can answer. How's the wolf thing going? Did the kids like it the first time they went? Or?
Let Dr. Sullivan answer.
Yeah.
I can answer that. So, yeah, this was the final day of the first batch of kids that we put down. And it's been incredible.
Good.
I've heard positive things from the teachers that they're hearing from the students. The students themselves are just amazed by it, and even the staff there of just how responsive our students have been. So it's just been an incredible experience, and we're thankful. I know Mr. Flores has already been looking at second semester, and he's talked with middle school admin to see about what they can do to do one round for the middle school students. So it's just been an incredible ride, and we're just thankful for the board's support on that.
Great to hear.
Yeah.
Did you talk about the survey going out to students? So there's a survey, I'll speak for you. There's a survey going out to students to see what they'd be interested in for this next semester and summer, and we have the film industry on there.
Good, thank you.
Very good. Ms. Fawcett?
I don't have anything to report this report at this time, thank you.
Mr. Dilger?
Good evening, board. Last board meeting, you all approved the geological boring services for our asphalt project. Do know that that boring will occur in the next 2 weeks here on campus, right when the students get out for a winter break. Thank you for that support, and that's the next stage in our project.
Ms. Levick?
Good evening. As you notice, I passed out some information, the data for the Wellbeing Center services, and after you look at the data, if you have any questions, feel free to please contact me and reach out to me. In January, I'll be giving you information about our daybreak services, how many students we have served, how many parents are involved, how many classes the staff have put on for our staff and our parents and our students. And just been very busy working with kind of every department to make sure that I reduce all the barriers to learning for students, and so it's been working on.
Ms. Zarasua?
I want to just give an update on food services. I don't know if any of you have seen, but we have our walk-in freezer. We have it all installed, so it's ready to go. On tonight's board agenda, you'll see that there are some piggybacks, so we can start filling that up. The middle school and high school will have the rollout when we come back in January for the prep food. It won't be 100% because it'll be slow to make sure we have the ability to do it, to serve it. The staff is very excited. They've been training, doing a lot of training. Our Assistant Director of Food Services has been working on creating the menus. We have the menus created. Now we have to have all the, they're quantifying all the nutrition so it can all be approved. So that's going great. At the same time, the walk-in freezer, as you remember, is a rental currently. Because a new freezer is very expensive, and the state has just released the applications for a couple of different funding sources to hopefully we can get for our food services. So we'll be applying for those by the end of January and submitting those.
Good. I talked to the cafeteria people. They're very excited about the good thing, so.
Yes,
glad to
they
hear
are.
We spent some money on a freezer, now we get to spend money on food.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Brophy?
Yeah,
About it.
so, thank you, we talked about league meet, we have one more league meet coming up in January and some big events in February. So if anyone's looking to be a judge or a referee, you can volunteer. But the big thing, like, I think I've seen with these events, it's a lot of time and the advisors have put in a lot. We have like 4 teachers helping out here, but like, there's been some really good leadership opportunities for kids, and it really makes it worth it, like what we're doing here and like hosting these events here. So I think there's going to become like some really good opportunities for them, so thank you for all the support.
And Mr. Brophy and I were speaking about the number of parents who help every time we have this, and we'd love to bring them to the board and have them recognized because they're consistently there.
Oh, absolutely.
Boosters and Chloe's parents. And,
Oh yeah, they're great, they're supporting, really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
There isn't a conflict if we, because the email, I received an email about signing up to the different, but it does say that if we have a tie to one of the teams to try to get an event, that's not.
Don't worry about it.
Because I signed up for one, but I just want to make sure that it's okay because it's here.
You'll be fine. Thank you.
Do we have a representative of PATA there?
No.
Is there a representative for PACA?
Yes.
Good evening, board. I have a brief update for you tonight. PACA had a productive release day this past Friday where we focused on preparing our new articles and getting our new team members ready. We're really looking forward to returning to the table. We hope to have a productive first session before the holidays. Our team is feeling really motivated and are ready to channel that momentum into closing out this year's rebargains as efficiently as possible. With that, I'd just like to wish everyone a happy holiday season, and I hope we all get some meaningful time with family and get a well-deserved break. Thank you.
Very good. So we will move on to the action portion of our agenda tonight. First on the list is the election of a board president. So as with our last board meeting, I'd like to nominate Ellen McIsaac for that role. And I know I was passionate last meeting about why I felt Ellen was the right individual for leading the board at this time, and having someone who is independent of both the city and school district, along with all of her many qualifications of leadership and volunteerism and support of the school over several years. She has the knowledge of the school, and I nominate her again. And I recognize that there's another candidate who's also self-nominated, and feel like I need to make a comment as well. I readily acknowledge Ms. Lopez's capability of taking on the role of president of the board, and she has demonstrated the willingness to sacrifice her time necessary for the role and can do that. However, unfortunately, she's also demonstrated that she's willing in both public and private to treat staff with disrespect. And with the great strides that we have taken as a board and as a staff to build great relationships, I'm really concerned about the future of those relationships if she is elected. And I'm concerned that electing her would demonstrate that at least some of the members of the board would condone or tolerate or accept as okay those types of behavior as a spokesperson of the board. The middle school and high school campuses, their acronym is SOAR, which stands for Safety, Ownership, Accountability, and Respect. And I am confident by previous actions that Ellen will uphold all of those standards as president of the board. And so for those reasons, I go back to my nomination of Ellen as board president. So I'll open it up to anybody else.
So I believe at this time it's my turn. So as you said, Mr. Knowles, I did nominate myself. And I was not going to share some of these things in open session because I didn't feel that it was necessary. However, after you've shared what you've shared, then I feel like I need to share some of this as well. So, as a board member here, I will say that titles to me don't really impact what we can do on this board. You could be a president, you could be a vice president, a secretary. You're a board member, your vote is the same, and we can contribute the same. You know, I've sat on this board now for, I think, over a year. And I have observed certain things that are concerning to me. And yes, I am passionate. I will say that. I am the first to say that. That I feel that I speak firmly, yes, because of my passion for the kids and for what I see, I voice that. But that I don't believe in the staff in the school is incorrect, because I do believe in everyone's talent and strength here. But you know, as an individual in this community, and that I represent the city, the school, myself, and many community members and students at the school, I believe in being direct and calling things out as they are seen. That does not mean that I'm disrespecting anyone or that I'm saying that anyone here is underqualified or not committed to their role. But I believe when we want to make change, it comes with speaking out certain things. And if some people are okay with it or not, we have to stand and be consistent and have integrity and character in what we do. And that is who I am. And so I will share this. When I sat here last meeting, I saw an orchestrated process here when it came to the board president selection. I was sitting here and this is with respect to all these board members, but I'm just gonna speak what I saw. And if I'm wrong, but this is what I observed. I observed that we had a board member that was gonna log in late. I observed that an item, and I may be wrong, at the end of this meeting was moved up to the very beginning, even before the board selection, because I heard Ms. Lynch say to Mr. Knowles, make sure that it's after the reports, so that's before the action was taken. So that allowed for another board member to log on by the time that this action needed to be taken place as the board president. Secondly, I observed how everything was taking place. Justin nominated Ellen, which I will say it over and over again, highly respect. She is qualified. Ellen has done great for this school, I get it. But at the same time, I continue to see things being put into place and not done organically for the entire board. So that I am with the city, yeah, I am, proudly. I've worked there for 20 years serving this community, and I serve on this board just the same. That I am here appointed by the city, 100%. But at the same time, I am here because I want to be here. The city is not forcing me to be here. This is an opportunity that I took honorably because I believe in the school. I have since day one. And to me, it's not the first time that I see such orchestrated things happening. I hear the students, I hear the teachers, the emails, the comments. I hear comments from the community about things that have taken place at this school, which I believe don't align with what we need to be doing here. I serve this board with integrity and character. I am not calling people out. I wasn't expecting to have this conversation here publicly, but I feel like I was opened the door to do so because I didn't expect the comments by Mr. Knowles, which I have to say, in the amount of time that I've sat on this board, I think I have spoken to Mr. Knowles just a few times that we've sat here. We don't know each other personally. For my character to be put out there that way by anyone, because I also know that other people in this school on the executive level have sent emails to the entire board about me as well. I'm not doing that in return. I am here for the kids in this school. I am here for the parents in this school. I am here to move this school forward. And if that means calling out certain things, I am going to do that as a president or as a simple board member. So the title isn't going to change the passion that I have for this school and what I believe in. And I am qualified to do this, regardless if I'm firm or not firm. I am not being rude. I am not seeking to get anyone reprimanded or fired. I believe this school has very talented, dedicated individuals. That the school has detoured on a different path than when it first started, I will say yes, that is true. But does not mean that I need to be called out in certain ways, because I am not, no one here has any text messages for me, emails, or anything other than what I have shown in front of everybody here of what I believe, what I stand for, and the fact that my greatest desire for this school is to be successful in every aspect of the word, in every aspect of education. And I do have a challenge with the continued mention of the city and the Palmdale School District almost every time that we are discussing certain things. We are here as board members, as individuals. Yes, we are placed here by those organizations, but no one is leading us or twisting our hand to act on certain things. We are doing it based on our knowledge, on the desire we have. So with that said, I nominate myself. And I don't know what the rest of the board will seek to do, but that's where I stand.
Ms. Lopez, I just want to make sure to clarify so it's not misunderstood. The item that was moved was my decision because I had a director who had an emergency, and if she waited until after the voting, I felt it would take way too long for her to get to go where she needed to go. So that was on me.
Understood.
Nardi, thank you. Appreciate those comments. Anybody else have any comments before we go to vote?
May I say something, please? The reason why I'm on this board is because I value education. I think education is the foundation of a strong society, and I think this school is a really unique part of our community. When I first moved here, I got involved in the school because I really liked some of the unique facets of it, like the partnership that it has with the industry and the STEM focus. Where I'd like to see us go in the future is to continue to refocus on some of those roots. We've done a good job of rebuilding the school over the past couple of years, and I think we're in a good place, but we have the potential to do better. I would like to see us become unilaterally the best school in the Antelope Valley. I think we have the potential to do that. I think we've gotten distracted by a lot of things over the past few years, and I'd like to see us all come together and refocus. That is what my vision would be if I were to be elected as president. However, I'd like to add another name to the mix. I'd like to nominate Mr. Dennis Trujillo as another potential candidate for board president. Okay.
Not right now, thank you.
Okay.
So I think, Dennis, that was a no, you did not accept?
Yes.
Very good. Any other comments? All right, well, I will go around as I see people. Ms. Lee? Your vote?
Not here.
She's here.
Oh, she's here, I'm sorry.
Yeah, who do you vote for?
Is this a vote for a specific person, or is it a vote for either?
Either or.
It's a vote for a certain person.
Yes.
Nardi Lopez.
And Mr. Trujillo?
Ms. Lopez.
Ms. McIsaac?
I'll vote for myself.
Ms. Lopez?
I'll vote for myself.
I will vote for Ellen and Mr. Taj Pulat.
McIsaac.
All right, same position as our last board meeting. I do not see Cheryl there, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have a concern if we postpone action items 2 and 3 until the next board meeting, when we have hopefully a tie-breaking vote?
No, but we may try to get a special board meeting before the next meeting because 3 of us are going to be out of town that meeting, so we may have to change that meeting also.
Okay, we can look for a date that would work for the board. I'm good with that. Okay, let's move to consent agenda. Does somebody move to accept the consent agenda?
Oh, a motion is, just a motion to agree to table those 3 items.
I move to table items C2 and C3 until a future board meeting.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Are there any opposed? No, okay. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Seconded.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? Thank you. So, item 3, are there any public comments on additional bargaining proposals?
No.
Anybody wants to make?
Yeah, there's probably some need for an explanation of why we're sunshining an additional article. We had a very productive negotiation session with Pat at our last summit at the table. One of the things that we agreed upon was to open up an article that had previously not been sunshined, which is status. We both have agreed that that would be something that we would like to do, and so we're bringing it to be sunshine tonight. So pending board approval, we will open up that article and we will negotiate with Pat over it.
What was that article again, please?
It's status.
Article 6.
Yeah, Article 6.
Do you need a motion to open up Article 6 then?
No.
Yeah.
No, okay.
It's a public hearing.
Just notice and public comments.
Okay.
And they'll vote on the TA or the.
Okay, item F, presentation of high school data and support plan.
That's been tabled.
Do we need to make a motion to do that?
Oh, probably. We need to make a motion to table that for the next meeting.
So
Do I have a motion to table it?
I move to table item F1 until the next meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Oh. Okay, Ms. Zarasu, I think you have these next 3 items for the piggyback statutes for the food services.
Thank you. For the first item, recommendation to approve resolution 2025-26-252602 pursuant to public contract code 20118 piggyback statute. What this is in order to purchase all the food to fill a refrigerator, so we don't have to go out to bid, we can piggyback off of other districts. And this one specifically would be a piggyback from Oxnard Union High School District. And it would be for our, excuse me, sorry. It would be from Gold Star Foods, and it would be for our produce, our daily produce.
I move to approve resolution 2025-2026-02.
Second.
So before we vote on that, I think when I looked through it, that these are all with different school districts, is that correct?
Correct.
How did we choose the different school districts to piggyback on? Was it price of contract? Was it items in the contract? What led to choosing different school districts for each of these?
A couple things. Our main distributors would be Gold Star Foods and Cisco, and we had already had Cisco approved for a piggyback, but they're limited in what they can supply us. Gold Star Foods, we go to them and we ask them what are school districts that you piggyback or that you have RFP contracts for these different items. And then what I do is I reach out to each school district and confirm that they allow us to piggyback off of their RFP. So when they do the RFP, it has piggyback statute. And then our food services looks at the items, because if you look through that 200-page, some of them, it lists all the items that we can purchase. So that is how we decide which school district has which Gold Star Foods contract that is applicable to the type of food we need to order.
Do the different school districts have to do anything on their part to allow us to piggyback? Do they have to change their contract with the suppliers?
No, because when they originally do the RFP, just like when we did our RFP with a Revolutionary Foods, there's a clause in there that says we would allow piggybacking. And so it's already in their RFP, it's already in the contract that was approved by their board to allow us to do that. So each individual school district has a different way, so I reach out to them, some of them have you, they just send an email and they say yes, some of them say here's, you know, the documentation, if you can approve this, or different, like I said, districts do differently.
Thank you. Any other questions before we vote? I think we have a motion and a second. No other questions? All those in favor of approving this piggyback? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, item 2.
All right, the next piggyback is resolution number 2526-04. And this is, again, Gold Star Foods. It is through the Anaheim Union High School District. And it's to purchase our frozen foods, our dry goods, our processed commodity, and related products to the child nutrition program.
Move to approve resolution 2526-04.
Second.
Are there any questions? All those in favor of adopting?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 3.
And the next piggyback is a resolution 2526-03. And this is through Valley Verde Unified High School District. And again, it's through Gold Star Foods for their RFP. And it is for our fresh breads.
I move to approve resolution 2526-03.
Second.
All right. Any questions? The opportunity. Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, Donna, do we have any public comment for closed session items?
No.
Okay, we will go ahead and adjourn the closed session at 9:04, that's East Coast time, 6:04 Pacific.
Where was that?
Am I calling the meeting back to order?
When,
Yeah, I saw you.
You know, it's for more. Do you want to do that day? It's funny.
We're trying to see if there's any way we get.
Police Academy meeting back to order. After closed session, there are no items to report back on. Meeting is adjourned to,
board reports.
sorry, board reports. Vicky, do you have anything to report?
No.
Dennis?
No, I went to the JV game, they won by 30 tonight, so.
Awesome. Ellen?
I have nothing to report tonight.
I have nothing to report, but just wanted to ask, is there a December 18th presentation by the elementary?
That's what I wanted to ask.
No.
I received an email saying there is.
Or a holiday?
I'm sure there always is, just not familiar with the date.
I just needed the time.
Somebody said something
I
about.
just need the time. I have a dinner thing like that.
At 9:30 in the morning? Okay, thank you.
9:30 is TK1 is your, we're great.
She's good.
Then she's at 1.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Were you up there?
Because it starts at 9 all the way to.
Tina, do you have any other report?
No, you can adjourn.
Okay, we can adjourn the meeting.
Thank you.
Meeting adjourned at 7:10.